All right, good morning. 大家好. My name is Michael, and I'm from MaiCapital. Probably a lot of you have not heard of us. We're actually not from Taiwan. We're actually from Hong Kong. And first of all, I want to apologize. In order to keep up with Jesse's presentation, I decided to use English since he used Chinese. But I apologize for that. But I do have a translator, so he will help with translating as I go through slide by slide.
大家可能没有听过这个 MaiCapital， 因为 MaiCapital 是来自于这个香港，不是在这个台湾的。那今天呢，很抱歉必须要用这个英文来跟大家做报告，不过我们有这个口译来提供各位的服务。
So before I start, let me give you a quick overview of what MaiCapital is. So MaiCapital was established about over a year ago, and we started the company as an asset manager. In particular, we wanted to focus on investing in digital assets or blockchain-related assets. When we approached this, we decided to actually go all out and actually get licensed. Where at that time, a lot of people just wanted to get started with a fund. But we thought for us to be long-term sustainable, over time, this needs to be regulated. And so we actually stepped in front of everyone else and actually decide to go after a regulated license in Hong Kong.
好，那 MaiCapital 呢，基本上是在1年多以前呢所成立的。那我们一开始呢是以这个数位资产，包括这个区块链啦等等这样的一个资产经理人的一个身份呢来经营。但是呢，我们的想法呢是希望能够做长期永续的一个经营啊，所以呢领先业界呢去申请相关的一个执照呢，能够去获得妥善的一个这个管理。
So fast forwarding, after most of last year we spent in getting the license, now we have been awarded the number 4 and 9 license in Hong Kong, which allows us to invest and manage people's assets that invest in virtual assets or digital assets.
好，所以呢，去年我们花了很多时间呢，去从事这个执照申请相关的工作，也非常高兴呢，现在已经获得了香港证监会的这个第4号跟第9号的一个这个执照呢，能够进行相关投资的工作，同时呢，为投资人呢来管理相关投资在实体跟数位资产上面的一个这个资金。
So because we have a license, and the whole blockchain industry actually was moving from ICO now to STO, we're actually quite well positioned to enable the STO ecosystem in Hong Kong because we have a license. In STO, in the name, S stands for security, which requires the handling of it, which will require a license in Hong Kong. And because of that, we've created a platform in partnering with AMI in Hong Kong for an STO platform that focuses on tokenizing or fractionalizing real estate.
好，那在这个，因为我们取得这样的一个执照的原因呢，我们呢，我们也看到了这个相关代币市场呢，已经从之前的一个这个 IC 呢转为现在这个 STO 证券型代币的一个这个上市，所以呢，我相信我们在这个领域呢，事实上是拥有相当好的一个优势的，因为 STO 的这个 S 呢，代表就是 security 证券呢，那在整个如果要做这个证券相关的交易的话呢，就必须要拥有这样的一个这个执照。因此呢，我们也成立一个这个STO 这样的一个平台啊，能够来做包括这个资产的一个这个代币化或者是这个分散化这样的一个这个处理。首先呢是针对这个real estate 不动产的一个部分。
So enough about us. Essentially, we're a STO issuance platform plus a distribution because we now have a license that allows us to distribute different types of securities. And we're in the process of building up this business, and hopefully we look forward to partnering with people from within Hong Kong as well as outside of Hong Kong with Taiwan to hopefully jointly grow the ecosystem together.
好，所以呢，现在我们可以说是一个这个 STO 的一个这个发行跟经销的一个平台啊。同时呢，我们具有相关的一个这个执照呢，能够来进行这方面的业务。那我们也期待呢，在后续呢，能够跟包括香港本地跟外部，包括像是台湾这边的一个这个合作伙伴呢，来进一步的合作，促进这整个产业的一个发展。
So now let me focus on today's topic. So this is about Hong Kong regulation. So how does Hong Kong see STO? Or in general, how does it see digital asset? So this is, sorry.
我们就言归正题啊，来谈谈今天的一个这个主题，就是香港的一个这个主管机关呢，怎么样来看待这个 STO， 甚至看待整个的这个数位资产这个类别。
Now, late last year, the SFC, the Hong Kong regulator, provided a bunch of guidelines relating to virtual assets. Now, virtual assets in their definition includes all sorts, basically all the digital assets you can think of. Cryptocurrencies, utility tokens, security tokens. It's all grouped under the same category in SFC's mind, which is called virtual assets.
好，那在这个 香港这个证监会呢，事实上在去年年底啊，推出了一个这个虚拟资产营运的一些相关准则。那这个准则呢，基本上啊，涵盖了所有类别的一个这个数位资产，这边包括了这个加密货币啦，或者是功能型的代币、证券型或是资产抵押型的一个这个代币等等啊，这些都包含在所谓的一个这个虚拟资产的类别当中。
Now, specifically in their announcements, they have provided some regulatory framework for two sets of operations. One is on asset management, so the business that MaiCapital is in. So for any fund managers or portfolio managers that want to invest in virtual assets, there were specific guidelines on how to be, or the need to be regulated or licensed in Hong Kong. The other framework that they've provided is for distributor of these funds. So if you're a fund that invests in digital assets, if you want to distribute these funds, then you require a Type 1 license with additional approval for the operation related to virtual assets. So these were two specific frameworks that was outlined and announced late last year.
好，那在这个公布的一个这个准则当中呢，包含两个主要的一个这个管理的一个架构啊。第一个呢是针对这个资产管理，就是资产经理人的一个部分，也就是 MaiCapital 呢所包含的一个这个领域。那在这边呢，如果你需要去做这个虚拟资产的一个这个管理的话呢，这边是需要去取得一个这个执照的。那另外一个部分呢，就是针对这些相关投资虚拟资产、投资数位资产这个基金的这个经销。那如果你是从事这方面的业务的话呢，同样的也要取得一个所谓 Type 1这样的一个这个执照，以及一些额外的一个核准呢，才能够去经营这方面的一个这个业务。
Now, what's interesting is actually in their announcements, they did not provide any framework specifically for security tokens or actually for distribution of security tokens. So right now, this is actually still, in many ways, ambiguous. Whether with a Type 1 license, can the Type 1 licensee legally distribute the virtual asset itself? And so that's one question mark. The other one is also in relation to STO is on advising. Are there any listing process for listing STOs on exchanges? That also has not been covered at all.
好，那在这样的一个准则当中呢，但是它却没有去提供非常明确的一个这个架构啊。那这个可以分为两个部分。第一个部分呢，就是在这个虚拟资产的一个这个经销方面呢，那在这方面呢，并没有一个这个明确的一个这个架构。换句话说呢，在这个领域还算是相当模糊的。拥有 Type 1这个执照的一个这个业者呢，是不是能够去做这些虚拟资产一个这个去做这个 STO 的一个这个经销啊？这个部分呢，还没有这个一定的一个这个定论。另外呢，就是在 STO 的一个这个上市方面的流程啊，也没有一个很明确的一个这个规范架构。
One very interesting framework that they did talk about was the sandbox. And specifically, their sandbox applies to exchanges, virtual asset exchanges. This was something where they're thinking of regulating, and they're creating a sandbox to welcome participants to come into the sandbox. So the regulator can learn about the operation, understand how it works, and ultimately, their target is to potentially regulate these companies when they exit the sandbox.
好，那在这个部分呢，事实上啊，它提供了一个所谓的一个这个 架构的部分呢是所谓的一个这个 sandbox 沙盒啊，也就是虚拟资产的一个这个交易所这样的一个这个概念。那这个主管机关呢，基本上欢迎业者呢能够去进入到这个沙盒当中。那透过这样的一个过程呢，能够让主管机关去学习啊，了解整个运作的一个方式。之后呢，能够在他们这些业者呢，之后离开这个沙盒之后呢，能够来妥善的进行管理。
One important thing to remember is there's actually no guarantee that out of the sandbox you get licensed. So this is still somewhat experimental from SFC's perspective, but at least they're giving industry participants a chance to potentially be regulated.
好，但是呢，在这个部分需要注意的一点就是说，它这个沙盒呢，并没有提供保证说，在这个你离开这个沙盒之后呢，就能够获得这个执照，或是获得这个管理的一个这个地位啊。所以基本上呢，从 SFC 的一个角度来说呢，仍然是处于一个比较实验性质的一个这个计划。不过至少呢，他们愿意来做这方面的一个尝试。
So for the next few slides, I'll more focus on specifically on the sandbox because I think that's where a lot of the interest is. In my understanding, there's a long line of different types of virtual assets, crypto, STO exchanges that would like to get into the sandbox.
好，接下来呢，我就针对这个沙盒部分做比较详细的一个说明，因为我想大家对这个部分呢是比较感兴趣的，而且就我所知呢，也有这个一长串的，包括一些虚拟资产啦、加密货币或是一些 STO 的这个交易所呢，希望能够这个进入到这个沙盒当中。
So the first upfront criteria that they would have is that this platform has to be operated in Hong Kong. So it cannot be elsewhere, and you have a front in Hong Kong. So the whole operation needs to be in Hong Kong. The other one is you need to list at least one security virtual asset, meaning one security token. And third is the whole platform needs to do all of these functions: trading, clearing, and settlement, and have custodial ownership of the assets. So meaning this is really targeted for centralized crypto exchanges, digital exchanges, with the addition of security tokens.
好，那在这个部分呢，它有一些这个初步的一些这个标准呢。第一个呢，这个平台呢必须要在香港本地来进行这个营运。第二点呢，就是它必须要能够去提供至少一种的一个证券化的一个这个虚拟资产，也就是证券型的一个这个代币。那另外呢，它必须要能够在这个平台上面呢提供包括了这个交易啦、结算、交割、清算等等所有的一个这个不同的功能啊。同时呢，也要能够去对其上的一个这个资产呢具有这个托管掌控的一个这个权利。换言之呢，它可以说是一个这个集中化这样针对这类资产集中化的一个这个平台。
Now, more specifically, there are more detailed requirements, as you can see. For example, the whole entity that runs the virtual exchange has to be a single entity. The whole platform needs to be compliant. And one key thing to keep in mind is they only allow you to service professional investors, meaning not everyone can trade on this platform. Only if you are accredited to the definition of professional investors, meaning high net worth or institutional investors, only those people can play and participate and trade on these platforms. And also related to ICO, they also have some specific restrictions on what kind of ICO coins can list. For example, it has to be something that has launched over a year, etc. So there are some specific requirements in ICO as well. And definitely no leverage, no futures, no options. It's really all spot transactions.
好，那在这个部分呢，它还有一些其他的一个限制，譬如说呢，它这个建立一个这个实体呢，必须要是单一的一个实体，同时呢，这个平台呢，必须要去做好这个相关的一个这个法令遵循。那第三点呢，就是这个平台呢，基本上只提供所谓的一个这个专业投资人呢来进行投资。换言之呢，并不是所有人呢都能够在上面进行投资，主要是符合专业投资人的一个资格，包括了高净值的个人或者是这个法人等等啊。另外呢，在 ICO 方面呢，也有一些限制，比如说一些特定的种类必须要有这个1年以上的一个这个时间啦等等。那另外当然也有这个不能这个财务杠杆的一个操作，没有这个期货或是选择权期权的一个这个交易，都是以这个现货方式来交易等等。
Now there are actually other terms and conditions where they're a little bit unclear about, but in general, there are quite a lot of considerations here. in terms of resources that you have, insurance coverage, of course KYC and AML, even local bank support for fiat, own staff, you have restrictions on trading, proprietary market trading, and how you put all these assets in custody. So all these actually will be something that the regulator will be looking at when you're inside the sandbox.
当然还有一些这个部分的一个这个规范呢，并不是那么的一个这个清楚这个明确，但是呢，仍然在下面呢，大家可以看到一些相关的一些考量啊，譬如说相关资源的一个这个限制啦，或者是一些基本的一个这个原则 ，KYC Know Your Customer， 或者是 AML 防洗钱的一个这个原则等等。另外呢，还有一些包括了这个自营交易或是员工交易的一些这个规范呢，都是一些其他额外的限制跟条件。
So the whole process is also pretty complicated, as you hear. I won't go through it step by step, but essentially it goes through multiple reviews with the SFC committee before they even get you inside the sandbox. And after that, when you're in the sandbox, they basically have teams of people to come actually inside your company and try to understand the operation and essentially audit your operation. And once they get to the point where they're satisfied, then they will kind of create a summary and then in their upper management to decide whether to regulate you or not. And this whole process could take much more than, well, 12 months at least and maybe more.
好，那在整个这个讯证交易所这个沙盒的一个这个流程方面呢，其实相当的一个复杂，我们不一一的一个详述。不过基本上呢，它会经由这个 SFC 的一个委员会啊，多重的一个这个审核啊，让你才决定呢要不要让你进入这个沙盒当中。而在进入沙盒之后呢，这个委员会呢，基本上会派一个团队要到你的公司去了解你的营运，甚至同时做一些相关的一个这个稽核的工作。在满意之后呢，他再会去做一些会出一个这个结案的一个这个报告，同时去决定呢要不要让你去纳入这个管理被这个 regulate 这样的一个这个过程。那这个时间呢，至少会需要这个12个月以上，或甚至更长的一个时间。
So just to give you a picture of what it looks like, if you decide to come to Hong Kong and join the sandbox for a virtual asset exchange, essentially you see there are a few key components that you need to have. One is on dealing with the securities, meaning the customer interface part of it. Then there's the ATS activities, so the automated trading. So this is the matching engine, the settlement, the custodian, all the automated stuff. That will be a key component, obviously. And then there's listing and compliance. So this entire box that I have drawn in red, all those inside will be subject to how SFC regulate and audit in terms of the operation.
好，那在实际的这个需要进入这个沙盒之后呢，我们看到这沙盒当中需要有一些特定的一个建构模块，是一些必要的一个这个关键要素。那这边呢，基本上就是在这边列出的这个红色曲线当中的每一个部分呢，都是这个必要的，包括了你实际交易的一些跟客户接触的一个这个界面啦，或者是右边的部分这个 ATS， 包括了一个资产托管啦，或者是一些结算交割一些这个相关的一个功能。另外呢，包括在这个listing 的这个上市的功能，或者是这个法尊等等啊，这些都包含在其中。
So just want to share from a business perspective, like would it be something that you want to try, right? And very quickly, I think, these are some of the high-level factors that you should keep in mind. First, do you have the right people from a compliance perspective? Do you have the right expertise? And then do you have the key operation elements, insurance, local bank coverage, working capital requirements? And then finally does the business make sense? Because the client base now is very much restricted to professional investors. Is the market big enough yet? How long can you last? As well as the products, are there enough STOs that you can actually list on this? So these are some very real factors. In case you're thinking about it, that should be considered in your mind.
好，那如果要进入这个沙盒的话呢，我们需要考量到哪些主要的因素呢？这边我们列出了大概5大类的一个这个因素哦，可以让各位呢在这个进入沙盒之前呢，能够去做一些比较全盘性的一个考量啊。首先是在这个专业能力方面呢，是不是拥有相关的法遵的一个这个知识，还有这个数位资产的一个这个营运的能力。另外在人才方面呢，你是不是有足够的合格的一个这个人选呢，能够来处理这个营运的一个工作。接下来呢，还有一些主要的一些营运的一个这个要素啊，比如说刚刚前面提到了这个银行的一个支持啦，或是保险的一个这个保障啦等等，那还有工作这个资本的一个这个需求等等。那另外在顾客基础方面呢，因为刚刚前面提到了它非常这个是只限于这个专业的一个这个投资人，所以这个部分呢是不是足以因应您的一个这个营运的需求，也是必须要考量在内的一个这个因素。最后呢，当然就是这个产品的部分呢，你是不是有足够的一个这个 SEO 这样的一个产品呢，能够来够这个业务或是这个上市的一个这个所需啊，这些呢都是需要考虑到的因素。
Okay, so before I end, I know this has been a very a downer after Jesse's presentation on how exciting the market is. It's actually quite difficult to operate such a business in Hong Kong, but I think there are actually ways for this to happen, and because of that, separately we're trying to establish an alliance called the Asia Security Token Alliance. Essentially, we start off in Hong Kong, but we'd love to partner with also different Asian countries like Taiwan, and hopefully to jointly grow the ecosystem. I won't go through all the details, but feel free to check out our website and join the Telegram group. And we're probably going to launch later this month in Hong Kong. And the whole idea is really to get different industry players from different domain knowledge, lawyers, accountants, tech side, blockchain, obviously, exchanges, and from finance. Because I think all of these groups of people need to work together in order to make STO to come to life.
那另外呢，刚刚我们在这样的一个这个简单介绍之后呢，大家也知道，在香港的经营这相关的一个这个业务或者是这个沙盒的一个这个营运呢，基本上也有一些这个挑战的一个这个因素哦。但是呢，在这方面呢，我们希望能够去透过集思广益的方式呢，能够来解决这些挑战跟问题。所以呢，我们希望能够去成立这个亚洲的证券型代币的一个这个联盟啊。那一开始是以这个香港为开始，那希望能够包含亚洲其他的国家，包含台湾在内，能够去让整个生态体系能够更为的一个这个健全。那大家有兴趣的话呢，可以到我们的这个网址上面呢去找相关的一个这个资讯，或者是加入我们的一个这个群组。我们预计呢能够在月底在这个香港成立。那在这方面呢，我们是希望能够去结合各个不同产业当中的一个这个专业的人士，包括了律师啦、会计师啦，或者是这个区块链相关的一个这个专业人士，甚至是金融界的一个人士等等啊，能够透过这种群策群力的方式呢，能够去让整个 SEO 的一个这个平台呢更为的健全发展。
Okay, and that's it. Thank you very much.
好，谢谢大家。